Johnny Mosley here for Peter Glenn Ski and Sports, hanging out in the Atomic booth, checking out some super tech stuff with Jason Rowe, the director of Boots. What was your title again?
Sounds good.
He runs the boot program.
Yep.
All right, he knows everything about boots. And then we have the model, Sean Kennedy, modeling the boots, and we're about to see how you can gauge how awesome your angles are when you're carving down the hill. Is that an accurate way to put it,
Basically,
Jason?
yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Okay.
Bringing connectivity to skiing, attaching your phone to your boots, and at the same time actually being able to review how good are you really against some of the best skiers in the world.
All right, you mentioned that. Let's talk about if I'm wearing this and I've got the technology going, who am I gauging my turns on?
Well, it really depends. Are you a fan of Europe or are you a fan of North America? If you're a fan of Europe, you may want to be with Benny Reich.
Okay.
Or you may want to be with Darren Ralphs.
All right, so both incredible skiers. Benny Reich, of course, World Cup slalom racing champion. Darren Ralphs, of course, one of two Americans to win the Hahnenkamm. And
exactly.
Skied with Darren. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen anyone would get more angles. Between Benny Reich and Darren Ralphs in your testing, who has greater maximum angles?
Actually, that bet is still up for grabs,
Oh,
actually.
you're not willing to say. You're scared. You're scared of those guys. You're scared of what Darren will do to you if you say Benny Reich. I know it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, all right. So tell me how it works.
Well, basically, we're manufacturing boots. We're not really great at tech, so we had to bring in some help. We have a company called Suunto in our group, and they're great at making watches.
Oh, yeah.
And they also are great at making heart rate monitors and technology called an accelerometer, a gyroscope. That becomes the brain in our smart boot. And that actually is on the back of the boot, in the power strap essentially. And these two power straps are smart. They're connected to my watch, to my phone. And that's relaying the information of how I'm skiing.
Okay. All right. So can you buy the boot with that already in it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have we have two models of connected for next year. So we have our Ultra Connected 130 like this model, and we also have the boot that Benny and Darren would be skiing on, the Redster 130 Connected. Okay. So for the racers too.
Okay, great. So you can get it in a high performance boot or just sort of a regular boot. Okay.
But if you want to be connected and you don't have an Atomic boot, or you want to put it on your other boot, you can also buy the strap, and that'll go on any boot.
Okay, even on my K2 boot?
No, actually it'd burn up actually on the K2 boot. But probably would work.
Okay. So let's explain, like, why do I want this? Why do I need this? Why is someone gonna? What am I gonna use this for? Is this for training, or is this more for
Do you ever want to be a better skier?
It's hard to get better.
I know.
I mean,
it is hard.
It's like a marginal, incremental difference, but yes.
Well, say you wanted to get better.
Okay.
All right, and you got this benchmark of Darren, for example.
Sure.
All right, and getting better means, well, my turn to the right, am I turn to the left? Am I moving inside? Am I able to create as much edge angle? Or do I carve as well as one of those two guys?
Interesting.
Well, this is where you can see it, but it's not just about do I carve well, but where do I do it well? Do I do it when it's a black slope or on a green run like Sean here? All right, or do you do it when it's in short turns, which you might be used to yourself,
Sure.
or is it on long radius turns or GS or medium-sized turns?
Okay,
so
great.
we can see both of those.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, so you can work on your carving. Is there other data in there that's helpful as well? I think you told me something like how many turns you made.
Well, exactly, yeah. So you want to know how many turns you did. You know, in any run, you can see that as soon as the run is done. So you're riding up the lift, and the data is available as soon as you start riding up the lift.
Excellent.
Right? The carving score is kind of like how good are you? So basically a 1 to 10 scale, with 10 being Darren or Benny.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you versus them? That's what it's telling you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Have you figured, is there any way to game the system at this point?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah? Like, could I lean over or something like that? So there's
not that we want to create, mayhem, but essentially the higher the average speed is an important thing. The more edge angle you have is important. Okay. And in any turn that we have, there's a G. There's a G moment that happened in turn. It has to be higher than 2.2 to get a 10.
Interesting. So there's a G-force,
exactly.
G rating there.
Yeah.
Very cool. I look forward to trying it. Although I want my results never to be seen or published. Is it possible to go dark mode?
You can go dark mode.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have no followers seeing it.
Okay,
however,
good.
I will still see it.
Okay, good, because I'm a mogul skier, so
I know that.
I'm not known for my angles. All right, cool. Well, thank you for the explanation, Jason.
Cool.
You did Sean,
awesome.
You're amazing.
I tried.
Give this man a raise.
I
It's
tried.
incredible. I mean, look at his angles. Look at those jeans.
Look at that. My
He's
God.
ready for the Town League race. All right, Johnny Mosley for Peter Glenn Ski and Sports, having a great time with the Atomic guys. It's called Ski Connected. Get out there and see how your angles compare to Darren Rawls, Benny Reich, or me. You'll never know. You'll never know. All right, get it at peterglenn.com or go in the store and try one on yourself. Cheers.